In this short video, we're going to have a look at how Dynamics CRM can help you manage your sales pipeline more effectively and also give you some really useful productivity tools. Let's start our journey here in Outlook, and as you can see, I've received an email from a contact asking me to provide a proposal for next year's budgets. All I need to do as a salesperson is simply track that email in CRM. Once I've done so, I can very easily convert it to a lead. At the top of the screen here, you'll notice the process bar containing 4 sections: qualify, develop, propose, and close. These processes are completely definable. This is just an example, and they're designed to make your life easier and for it to be much quicker to enter data and keep your opportunities up to date. So let's deal with the first stage of our sales process, the qualify stage. First of all, the system has correctly identified that this contact who sent the email already exists in our database, and I'm going to confirm that that is actually a match. I could also associate the contact's company to the opportunity. This, of course, will depend on how you manage your own forecasts. So in this example, I like to associate opportunities with the contact and the company. I can then go on to select my time frame for the opportunity. I think it will be next quarter, the estimated budget, the purchasing process, decision is made by an individual in this case, and whether I have correctly identified the decision maker. Finally, I can add a quick summary. So having completed the qualification stage, we're now ready to move to the next stage of our sales process. In this example, it's the develop stage. Now, in order to progress, we simply click the next stage, and it's asking me to select an opportunity and telling me that there are none available. What that actually means is that against this contact, there are no existing opportunities to attach this lead, so that we know it is a completely new opportunity. So what we're required to do at this stage is simply click on the Qualify button and convert this lead to an actual opportunity on which we can work. So at this point, we can now populate the information that we've determined as being required at this stage of the sales process, the development stage. Here, for example, I'm going to add a customer need. I can then identify our proposed solution. I can then go on to confirm that I've identified the stakeholders and I've identified competitors. That I can easily do down here by simply adding a competitor that we've recorded in the system, so Acme Consulting in this case. And I'll just now mark that as complete. Whilst I'm here, of course, this process doesn't in any way stop me from interacting with CRM in the usual way. I could, for example, add activities. I could update the estimated revenue. I could add a probability. And this, of course, will update the weighted value. And one final thing that I'd like to do at this stage is to actually add one of my team members to help me work on this opportunity. And I can simply do that by clicking on the Add Sales Team Member and choosing one of my colleagues. And I can determine her actual role on this, and that is that she is the account manager. So at this stage, I feel confident that I can progress this sale to the next stage in our defined process. And I simply once again click on the Next Stage button. By doing so, all I'm really needing to do at this point is to confirm that I've done what I should, which is that I have identified the sales team, which I have, I've developed a proposal, which I have, I've completed an internal review, which I have, and finally, I'm confirming that I have presented a proposal to the client. So once again, I'm ready to progress to the next and final stage in our example process, and that is to confirm that I have completed the final proposal, presented the final proposal, confirm the decision date, which is, well, say today for the sake of argument, that I've sent a thank you letter, and I've filed a debrief document, which is part of our process. That's the admin done. All I now need to do is simply close the opportunity. Now, this could of course be a lost opportunity. We'll assume that we've actually won the deal, and all that's required of me is to confirm the actual close date, which is today. We've already said that, so this is just a confirmation, the actual revenue amount, and identify another competitor if I need to. Click on OK, and we have now concluded our opportunity successfully. So far we've seen that it was incredibly easy to simply create a lead in CRM by just converting an inbound email to a lead We saw that we could then qualify and develop that opportunity using a predetermined sales process, which incidentally is completely definable. We saw that we could easily add activities to the opportunity, we could record stakeholders, sales teams, and competitors. So actually maintaining the information you need to progress your sales opportunity effectively is very easy. But how do we then view our broader pipeline within CRM? Viewing, assessing, and managing our pipeline becomes very easy in CRM once you've actually put the information in. So looking at a sales dashboard here, which is just an example dashboard, I can see that I have a list-based form for all of my open opportunities. Using predetermined views in the system, I could see, for example, not my open, but my closed opportunities. And in there, you would see the proposal and the opportunity that we have in fact just closed in this example video. I also have the opportunity to view my sales pipeline graphically. And in fact, by clicking on this graph, I can select how I wish to view it. So I may wish to view my pipeline by budget amount, for example, and see the graph change accordingly. At any point, I can update the graph by simply clicking refresh, or I can click on this icon here that will actually give me the data that was used to create that sales chart. If I chose to, from here, I could even export that directly into an Excel spreadsheet. So to summarize, Dynamic CRM makes it incredibly easy to capture all the information you need in order to successfully manage your sales pipeline. Just to reiterate that point, let's just go back to Outlook and see where the journey began. So first of all, we can see that in Outlook, we have just the same access to all of our opportunity data. So it really is up to you as an individual which you prefer to work in, Outlook, web-based CRM, or quite often a combination of the two. Finally, let's just return to the inbox. And here we can see the original email that started this whole process off. And now, secure in the knowledge that all of that information is now in CRM, has been through the correct sales process, and we have all the information we need, we can simply file that email and move on with our other daily tasks.